Yo, yo, and yo. Stereo imaging is a huge concept of production, and me and my students go over it a lot. I'm remaking a Space Wizard song right now, Boarding Party. It has some of the most genius stereo imaging I've seen in a song as of recent. So I want to go over all this and show you guys exactly what's going on. We're using an ozone imager, and we're just measuring the LUFS too. Let's go ahead and listen in.
I want those amateurs off my aim for the head and may the saints look away. Well done.
Okay, so this is very fun. So much energy, just so much cleanliness and heaviness at the same time. But the thing we're talking about here is stereo imaging. So from the left to the right of our stereo image, maybe your monitors, the way they're set up, the left to the right, that stereo image, it's something that we use a lot in production. I'll show you like a little picture here. Some instruments and some elements will literally live in the mono spectrum, such as the vocals, your snare, your bass, like your sub bass. Most low frequencies are mono, and then the kick as well. So this is all mono. Other elements that can be more to the sides or pan to the left or to the right, piano, strings, pads, guitars, these elements. Think of a whole orchestra as well, how everything is from left to right to middle. There's a whole image involved. In different genres, it's going to be different, but in EDM, we play music for the clubs and the festivals, and a lot of the time, their systems don't have a whole stereo image set up. It's not beautiful like AirPods Max. It's just set up so many speakers are lined up in the room and in different locations. The sub will be mono, obviously, those subwoofers, but then our other speakers, our other monitors are going to need to be in mono usually. We usually want to make our songs have a strong mono presence so that they will translate well into the club or to the festival. That's basically the gist of it. This song is doing this very well, and it's actually doing it in a way I've never seen before. These are the vocals here, and I want you to see it's not perfectly mono. It's not a straight line. There's a little bit of girth to it.
I want those amateurs off my.
While it's faking out, I want you to notice it's starting to spread out and get wider as we get closer to the drop.
Aim for the head and may the saints look away.
Extreme movements with the stereo image, huge dynamics that we're feeling. It just feels amazing. So we get super big and then boom, back to the middle super quickly. And if you notice here, all the basses, the mid basses, I should say, and the sub bass, everything's mono. The only thing that's really wide is this clap. This clap is doing so much to keep the stereo image feeling full in the full drop. These basses are perfectly mono. It looks suspiciously mono that I even had to double check all the other basses in, like the second drop, for example.
Trash the place.
To make sure that he didn't like accidentally make it mono in the first drop and second drop. These are mistakes I see my students make sometimes, but this is strategic. This was purposely done. And that clap, like I said, is also purposely layered wide, and there's many post-processing effects to make it wide. So this whole stereo image is just very unique, very professional. So when we're in the club, it goes to mono only. That clap is reducing down to mono. Our basses and our hats, I'll show you right now in mono. Everything else will, stay in mono and sound super clean. So in mono, there's not much of a difference. We still got all the beef and all the main ingredients at full power, full clarity. It's really nice. These are the things you want to think of when designing your full song, the full composition. How is the stereo image filled? And then you'll individually look at your tracks and make sure that they're treated in ways that you can, like, for example, if you make a bass that's only mono, you can easily create more voices to make it wide or add post-processing to make it wide. And I'll show you some ways that I go about doing it. This right here, this is mono, this wavetable. We would then pull up the voices, and we're now creating multiple voices. We can spread them out in different ways. You can visually see what's happening here. And this is how we control wide sounds. Usually though, I'll just make my sound mono, make it mono, make it sound nice and beefy. I want a strong mono presence. That's the concept here. And then let's say this is the mono bass. I can duplicate it and make a stereo layer simply by turning up these voices, which can make it wide. You can go to the effects section, even turn on hyper dimension. This will make it wide. These are the unisons similar to over here. And then I use the Haas effect all the time, which is just a delay. This is how we used to get things wide before all these digital DAWs. If you load up a regular delay, it's going to look like this. So we have to change the settings like this to create the Haas effect. So time, milliseconds, 1 and 20, unlink it, feedback down, dry and wet up, fade mode, save this as the Haas effect. And it's really, really helpful. You can get something wide very easily. And I'll show you how to do that right now, actually. Add the imager to measure. The Haas effect's going to go off for now. And then we'll just load in any bass sound. We'll just get like 2 random bass sounds or grittier wavetables. Cool. So this, because it's 1 and 1, is going to be a mono sound, which is hyperdimension. That's what you're seeing right there. After we turn off this hyper, then it's going to be mono. Then Haas effect. If we turn this on, check out the difference. Insanity. Dry and wet goes down. I also love to add a utility and use the width function to go maximum width. If you turn up this width knob, then we can get some crazy results. If you have any questions about stereo imaging, let me know. I do lessons all the time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit me up with any questions that you have about producing. I am here to help you. This Space Wizard Boarding Party remake is coming very soon, and we're about to get down. It sounds amazing. So, yep, see you soon. Let me know what you need next. Peace.